Let's get started coming to a comfortable seat. So either seated on the earth or seated in a comfortable chair. We are going to start with a breathing practice where we'll breathe the hands to the low area of the rib cage. So more somatic awareness to our breath in the body as we're breathing. So in particular, this region of the space right at the very base of the rib cage. So we're just going to start to either soften the gaze or close the eyes. And let's reset the breath by taking a full deep inhalation in. And exhale, breathing out through the mouth, let it go. So maybe we felt some expansion, contraction, and that inhale and that exhale. And maybe we're continuing to feel this movement, seeing how we notice the hands as they move a little further apart from one another on the inhale. And on the exhale, as the hands maybe move a little closer. And just starting to bring that attention closer and closer to the very base of your rib cage. Notice the sensation at that area. What does it feel like on the inhale? What does it feel like on the exhale? And then we'll slowly begin to bring the hands to the tops of the thighs, but still keeping your inner gaze and awareness at the very lowest region of the rib cage as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Noticing any change or shift as you take the hands away from the ribs, but still centered in your focus at this region in the body as you breathe. Continuing to stay centered in the breath in this area, allowing yourself to be curious about how the body is communicating with you in the inhale and in the exhale. And let's start to take a resetting breath. So inhale, filling the breath. And exhale, open mouth, let it go. Great. All right, so if the eyes were closed, slowly begin to lift the gaze, opening. And then we're going to take the arms out to the sides of the hips, palms facing up. And then inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. As you exhale, we're going to take the right hand. So if you're seated in a chair, just the outer edge of your chair. If you're on the earth, just right next to you on the earth. Or just a little bit of a stretch into the left side body. Now, as you're exploring the side body stretch, seeing if you can still keep evenly rooted and grounded through your sits bones. And maybe there's potential for the rib cage to spiral open a little bit more. Maybe you can start to gaze underneath the left arm if comfortable for the neck. Good. Using a little bit of that abdominal awareness to lift you back up. We'll take an inhale to gather palms up overhead. And then exhale over to the left side. So gently planting your left palm again, either the outermost area of your chair or to the earth. And again, seeing if you can really evenly root through both sits bones. And then from that place, can the torso rotate a little more open? And then if possible, maybe gazing underneath the right arm, if comfortable for the neck. Very nice. Slowly coming out of it. And then interlacing the fingers. We're just going to create some figure eights all the way down until the hands are right in front of the heart. We're just continuing to feel this figure eight-like motion. Good. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. Okay. So this next one, getting into the backs of the shoulders, I'm going to give 2 variations because it'll just depend on how your mobility is. So either, this is the first variation, we're crossing the right arm over the left and the fingertips are just coming to the backs of the shoulders here. And we're just allowing the head to relax forward so the chin is coming closer to the chest. So that's just starting to open through the backs of the shoulders. Option 2, eagle arms. We're going to start to cross the right over left. And then as you bend at the elbows, either the backs of the hands touch a step further or the palms connect together. Now, if you're in this variation, you're probably going to feel quite a bit of sensation. Try to see if you can draw the shoulders back and down, and then the fingertips are right over the elbows, and the shoulders are right in line with the elbows. So either here or here, and then if you're here, just relax the head. Good. We'll take one more inhale wherever you are. And exhale. Good. Let's just do a little counter. Open the chest. Inhale. Cactus arm and exhale. Start to switch. So the first variation, taking the left arm over the right, feeling into the backs of the shoulder blades, and then just relaxing the head forward. Or I'm right in the preparatory stage for the next one. So either we're bending at the elbows, backs of the hands touch, or the palms begin to connect. And then if you're in this eagle arm variation, the shoulders drawing back and down, seeing if the shoulders can line up with the elbows, and see if you can find alignment of the fingertips tracking right over the elbows. Good. Wherever you are, let's take another breath in. And another breath out. Wonderful. Slowly coming out. Let's take that counter. Cactus arms, inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Let's all come to rise to our feet, coming to standing. And we're going to start to bend the knees deeply, relax the torso up and over the thighs. And maybe by this time, we can start to interlace the fingers behind you and then start to stretch the arms up overhead. So if this is too much, no problem, no need to push it. You're just going to keep the hands resting gently in front of you. So wherever you are, just relaxing through the crown of the head, the back of the neck, allowing the shoulders to relax, release, open. And if you're in that variation with the interlacing of the hands behind you, just slowly taking the hands right back down to the earth. We'll all meet there. And then very deep bend in the knees. Let's slowly begin to roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. All right. Now, coming into mountain pose, feeling the palms facing forward, and just taking a moment to pause here, feeling into the breath. All right. Okay, so from here, we're going to come into a lunge series. So we're going to take the right foot forward. We're going to take the left foot back, and then we're going to keep that back leg straight, and then the right leg is bent. So the back leg doesn't need to be fully straight. It can be a little bent, and then we're striving to tuck the tailbone under. Start to lift the arms high. So we're trying to achieve all 10 toes facing forward. Yeah, we're breathing into the front of the hip here, that psoas area. Taking one more breath. Good, and exhale, slowly coming out, taking the hands to the hips, and then we're just going to switch. So starting to bring the left foot forward, we're taking the right leg back. Find that placement where, again, maybe the back leg is pretty long and engaged, but try to make sure that you're still tucking the tailbone under so that you're not arching too much in the low back. And then if you feel stabilized, just taking the arms up overhead. Finding a little bit of a balance. All right, and then we're going to slowly take the hands to the tops of the hips. Slowly bring both feet to meet. Yeah. Okay, and then from here, we're going to do a little bit of exploration of balance as we shift from side to side. So just take your hands forward so the palms can face forward. And we're gonna bend both knees, and we're just gonna start to tap the right ball of toe to meet the left. And then we're just gonna switch, go over to meet to the right. So it's gonna start to get a little buoyant, a little bouncy. We're just going back and forth. And then maybe over time, if this is pretty straightforward, if you want to take it a notch further, you can start to hover the right foot. As you go to the other side, start to hover the left foot. Yeah. And then maybe the hands come to the hips. Try a different placement in the hands. Whew. All right, a couple more times, side to side. And then slowly come into that place where we find even groundedness through both feet. Arms by the hips, taking a full breath in. And exhale, open mouth.